What is going on, lads, and welcome to a video where I am going to be taking you through all of the brand new players that are coming to the BPL in FIFA 14. I've managed to fit them all into a squad as well. So we've got 11 of the new guys. Obviously there is quite a lot more, but these are the main ones that you can put into a team and make a whole squad out of transfer players from. Now, just to address one thing before we get onto this video, in the last one of these squad type videos, a lot of you guys told me to go and use Foothead instead as it is better, but at the moment all the Foothead's transferred players are still at their old clubs, so you cannot use Foothead to build these type of squads because, for example, Eto'o is still at Porto, whereas he has now moved to Chelsea and then moved on to another club and been loaned out straight away. So he's essentially 2 clubs behind. So that is why we've had to use Footwiz, as you can edit what club they play for. But let's get on with the video, and we're going to start things off in goal with Arsenal's new signing, Viviano. He is a 79 rated goalkeeper, and he doesn't look too bad, to be honest. He's probably going to be one of the cheap ones. He did come from Palmero, and he's actually only on loan at the moment. They do have a view to sign him permanent at the end of it if they want to, but for now he is just on loan at Arsenal, and to be honest, looks like a pretty decent goalkeeper in FIFA. Not too sure what he plays like in real life, but Arsenal did need a covering goalkeeper. Moving on now into centre-back, we are going to start with a brand new Liverpool player, a really young centre-back that they have signed, who you can see there, and that is Eto'o. He originally played for Sporting, and apparently when he was at Sporting, he is faster than Cristiano Ronaldo was when he was at Sporting, over 30 metres, which is absolutely ridiculous. He does only have 75 pace, but they picked him up for approximately £7 million, so not a bad little deal there for apparently one of the best young centre-backs in the world, who is absolutely rapid apparently, so maybe in the next FIFAs he will get himself a massive pace upgrade. But we are going to move on now to our next centre-back, and it is a new Man City signer, and that is Michaelis. They picked this guy up from Atletico Madrid, and they picked him up for £4.2 million. He is pretty old now, I think, but he is one there for the cover, and he can play in CDM as well. It's not a bad little signing, although on FIFA he is absolutely, well, in real life, he's terribly so on FIFA that makes him probably an absolutely terrible player, as he will get his arse torn apart by the likes of Eto'o and all them Brazilian strikers. So maybe not one to pick up for your teams on FIFA, but he is indeed a new player from the BPL. And then finally, to round off the defence, we are going to have another Liverpool signing, basically just signing all of the centre-backs so that nobody else could really, but they have gone and picked up an absolute tank from PSG, and that is Sacco. Absolutely insane on FIFA this year, and probably going to be overpowered as hell again. 70 pace, 81 heading, and 79 defending. They managed to pick this guy up, like I said, from PSG, and he did cost them 15 million coins, so maybe a bit steep for a centre-back, but he is only young and he is absolutely awesome, so probably going to be an absolutely tank of a player at the back for Liverpool. Whether they'll play with Torre, whether they'll play really, we've got Torre who's playing out of his skin at the moment, and Daniel Agger, so they have to see which of the two that Brendan Rodgers does go for out of him, but he's looking to be a top quality player and definitely one for the future. Moving on into midfield now, we have got at right mid, Lamela, who has unfortunately had his 5-star skills took away from him. Apparently he's really good at skills, but he just doesn't do them in real life. So he has had that drop down to 3, as he never does skills at all. So unfortunate for all of us who like to do 5-star skills there, but still a top quality player going down the wing. Brilliant dribbling, shooting and pace. They did pick him up from Roma, and they managed to get him for 25 million, rising to 30, depends on how he plays and whether he scores goals and how many games he turns up for and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how much he ends up cost, but it's going to be between 25 and 30 million for them. Moving on to the first of the CDMs, and it is again going to be a Spurs player. You'll notice that quite a few of these guys are from Spurs, as they were the biggest spenders in the transfer window. I think they spent 109 million or something like that, and this time, as you can see, it is Eriksen, who is an absolute tank on FIFA 13 and probably going to be a beast again on FIFA 14. They picked up this guy from Ajax, and he didn't cost them only 11 million, which is pretty good. You could compare him to Fellaini, who Everton have just sold to Man United for a ridiculous amount of money. So whether Fellaini's value for money when you can pick up this guy for 11 mil is questionable, but that is a new awesome CDM or CM that you can slot into your BPL teams. And then lining up next to him, we have got another guy from Spurs, and that is Eto'o. Injured in real life, but looked like a pretty decent player when he was playing before and starting all his games before for Spurs. So looks like he's going to be a mainstay, solid player in the Spurs team when he is fit. They did pick him up from Toulouse for only 9 million coins again. So 9 million coins, oh my god, £9 million. So basically, Tottenham got Eriksen and Eto'o for cheaper than one Fellaini. So again, really good value for money for them, and 2 solid players sitting in the midfield there. Next up at left mid, and the second to last of our midfield players, we have got Willian. I did mention Eto'o before, who is a new player for Chelsea, but he has been loaned straight back out. So we've got Willian instead, who they signed from Anzi Machalaka, whatever their name is, for £30 million, which is absolutely mental. Apparently an absolutely brilliant Brazilian young talent. So we'll have to see how he turns out in the future, but he's looking absolutely quality to throw into your teams in the BPL, especially at that left wing spot, where there isn't too much good players to throw in, especially with the likes of Bale leaving. You've only really got Hazard for choice, so it's nice to have a little bit of spicing it up. Moving on now into the final midfielder, we have got the biggest BPL signing of the summer, and that is of course Mesut Ozil. Absolute tank on FIFA, really good all-round stats, so good at CAM. Picked him up, of course, as all you guys know, from Real Madrid for £42.5 million, which is crazy. But he is an absolutely brilliant talent and one of the best playmakers and goal scorers in the Liga BBVA last year, and probably going to do absolutely mental in the BPL this year. So quality player, really good signing for Arsenal. Their only signing really, apart from that goalkeeper, and it's a bloody good job they did it, as all the Arsenal fans would have went absolutely mental finger if he didn't pick someone up right at the end. And then to finish this video off, we of course got our two strikers. Again, another player from Spurs, and this is Soldado. Top quality player, really all round in real life and really all round on FIFA as well. So hopefully with the new changes where it's not so much focused on pace, this guy's strength, dribbling and shooting, and basically just an all-round good striker is really going to come into the forefront basically, and just be an absolutely quality player for us. He signed from Valencia for £17 million, which isn't a bad deal if he's going to score loads of goals, although all he's been doing recently is scoring penalties, but we'll have to see how he gets on. Again, hopefully for Spurs, going to be a top quality striker, and a really good signing as well. Not bad, 17 million for a top quality world-class striker. And then finally, over at left striker, we have got the sweat demon himself, Samuel Eto'o, who has gone and signed for Chelsea. 91 pace again, absolutely unreal. Going to tear people's defences apart. Whether this game's about pace or not, having that pace is still going to help you, and everyone is going to use this guy. Managed to pick him up from Anzi Machalaka. Again, choking on my words trying to say their name. I have no idea how you actually pronounce it, and it was unfortunately for an undisclosed fee, so we don't know how much they managed to pick this guy up for. But that is the end of this video, lads. They are a new 11 players that you can build a whole BPL team out of. So I hope you have enjoyed this and you will leave a like. I hope you enjoyed the editing in this video as well. Did do it a little bit better, trying to get a bit more quality over quantity, bring some better videos out for you guys with a lot more editing and a lot cooler. So if you have enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like, and make sure you let me know if you'd like to see a lot more editing like that kind of stuff in my squad builders in future. But apart from that, I hope you have enjoyed this video, lads. I hope you will subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.